Okay, we will now resume after our short pause. We will now continue with our discussion, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we have another topic as follow-up with the cardinal rules. We have to know the essential gun safety rules. Okay, still all of these essential gun safety rules are within your handouts. Okay? So, let's begin with the first essential gun safety rules. Number 1, be sure that the gun is safe to operate. Okay? Be sure that the gun is safe to operate. A gun that has been neglected or that is very old may not be safe to use. Some of the older guns manufacturers should not use modern ammunition. I repeat, be sure that the gun is safe to operate. So, if you have your gun, always familiarize with your gun. Because that is the first essential gun safety rule, that you should be sure that the gun is safe to operate. If you are not familiar with your gun, for example, this is not your gun, do not directly operate it because that is not safe to use. Okay? Because this gun is very dangerous. Okay? Be sure that the gun is safe to operate. That's the first one. Number 2, if you don't know anything about the gun, wala ka talagang alam regarding the operation of a gun, seek the help of an eligible person. Okay? Di ka magpakahiro, di ka magpaka-bright or pa-abtik-abtik or pakarong ingnon. Okay? If you don't know anything about the gun, you have to seek, wadto kag tao nga eligible, seek the help of an eligible person. If you are in a position to use a gun at a range or firing range, or while recreationally shooting, naglingaw-lingaw ka dito ka sa shooting range, and you are not familiar with the gun, then ask the owner. For example, you are already in the firing range. Then you will use another gun owned by another person. Be sure to ask that person how to operate a gun, because every gun is unique. There are times that you don't know what are the defects, the weaknesses of that gun. So be sure that you have to seek an eligible person or the owner itself on how to operate that gun. Okay, that's the second one. Almost every gun model operates differently from others. Okay? So, almost every gun model operates differently from each other. Number 3, know how to use the gun safely. So, you should know how to use a gun safely. Okay? Don't pretend to know what you are doing when shooting outdoor. Dili magpabilib-bilib dayon. If you are already in the shooting range, because we will be going there, if this pandemic will be over, finally, we will have our actual shooting in the firing range, as promised by me. And we already arranged with our Dean, Dr. Ed Montalva. So we will be having our actual shooting in the firing range to be arranged after this pandemic will be over. Okay? So when we are already in the firing range, don't pretend to know what you are doing when shooting outdoor. Okay? It is always better to ask questions on matters you don't know. You should ask questions if you don't know. Walay bayad ang mangutana. Ayaw ka uwaw or ayaw ka sipog. You have to ask question if you are not so sure how to operate that particular gun. Okay? Don't be afraid about looking less than macho. Dili kuno ka mauwaw nga tan-aon kag inosente kontra sa hambugiro ka pero wa day ka kamao. Okay? Mas maayo pang inosente kontra sa magpamatso-matso, magpapugi-pugi points pero di kamao mo gamit sa pusil aron safety siya. Okay? If you make a grievous mistakes or grave mistakes while handling the gun, then how would you look? For example, nagpamatso-matso ka, nagpakaron-ingnon kang kabalo, naka-aksidente ka. What will happen? Okay? So, that's the third essential gun safety rules. Number 4, use appropriate ammunition for the gun. Okay? Now, every model of the gun, there is that appropriate ammunition or kanang bala na atong gitawag. Okay? So, dili pwede nga ang 45 caliber imong isaksak sa 9mm. In like manner, ang 9mm bullet, dili pwede isaksak nimo or ibala nimo sa 45 or sa 40 caliber. Okay? Kay lain-lain din sila. So if your gun is a 45 caliber pistol, then you have to use 45 caliber pistol bullet. 9mm, you have to use 9mm bullet. Okay? So that is very easy to comprehend. It is not justification, it is not a justification that if an ammunition fits to any gun, then it can be used as ammunition for firing. In other words, if you have your bullet and that bullet is not suitable for that gun, but when you inserted the bullet or you chambered, you put the bullet in the chamber of the gun and it fits, but that bullet is different from the caliber, the actual caliber of your gun, that is very dangerous. Okay? So kung ang bala nimo 40 caliber, imong gisulod sa 45, nisulod ra, di na yapon pwede. Accident may happen on that. So kung unsay bala ra gyud nga pwede sa imong pusil, mo ra gyud imong ibutan. Okay? Always remember that. Number 5. Carry only 1 caliber cartridge or shell at a time. As much as possible, ayaw pagdala-dala o lain-lain nga mga bala kung usaray imong pusil. For example, if you are a law enforcer already, a police officer, and your issued pistol is 9mm or 9mm, always carry 9mm ammunition only. Ayaw pagdala 45 para unsaon man to nimo. Okay? So if you have 2 guns, of course, if you have 145, you have 9mm, and you already or you are carrying both of those guns, then of course you have to bring 45 caliber for your 45 pistol bullet, then another 9mm bullet for your 9mm pistol. Okay? So that's it. Now, this will reduce the possibility of using wrong ammunition in your firearm. Okay? So that's the explanation there. Carry only 1 caliber cartridge or shell at a time. Number 6. Wear eye and ear protectors. Always wear appropriate protective eyeglasses as alternative to protect your eyes during shooting or firing. Now, if we are already in the firing range, we are obliged to use a protective gear for our eyes. So, if you are already wearing eyeglasses, that's it. Pwede na ning imong eyeglasses. But if you don't have your eyeglasses or you're not still wearing your eyeglasses, then we have or you have to wear protective eye protector. Okay? So, kanang mga goggles nga plastic. So there is that goggles there in the firing range to protect our eyes. Okay? Also, when we are already in the firing range, having our firing there, actual firing, we have also to protect our ears because the gun will burst. Okay? So we have to protect our ears. So we will be wearing air mask, and we have also air mask in the firing range. Okay, so I will pause for a while, then we will continue it later.